Hi everyone, Mitch from Pickdawgz.com here with Costi, talking in our early look game in the Eagles versus Rams NFL matchup. It's actually Rams versus Eagles NFL matchup on Sunday, week 5 NFL action. The Rams coming off an exciting win against the Indianapolis Colts, a game that they had in hand, let it get away from them, and the Colts rallied to get it to overtime. The Rams winning outright in overtime, scoring a touchdown, covering the spread. Then on the other side of it, the Eagles, well, just continued to be the Eagles. Did not cover the spread last week against the Commanders in a game where, well, they kind of did not play their best football. It's a divisional game. Was it just a blip on the radar for the Eagles, or is something a little bigger? I think we're going to find out here. And I think this Rams team, a little bit underrated coming into this season, even by myself. I got to say, they're definitely a much better team than I thought they were going to be. I thought they were going to be closer to the Rams team that we saw last year, but they're not. They're actually a lot better. And Stafford's playing really well because he's had time back there to throw the football. When he hasn't had time, well, he's been absolutely drilled. But when he has, he's usually found Nakua wide open. It's the same way he used to find Cooper Kupp. On the other side of this one, the Eagles, continuing to do what they do. Never really all that pretty, when you look at it, but they have so many weapons. Brown having a great year. Devonta Smith, of course, and, in the backfield, adding Swift has really, I think, added another dimension there. I mean, you look at these guys on paper, they should be killing everybody, but really they've made some of these games a little bit closer than they need to be. Even that game against the Vikings, letting it slip away. So going cross country now, coming out of a rivalry game, playing against the Rams team that, like I said, has not been playing bad, who played back-to-back road games that Monday nighter against the Bengals in a push, and then the outright win against the Colts. I got to say, even with this number here, I'm leaning towards taking the home dog in this one with the Rams in a game that I could see being a field goal game at most, going either way. Costi, what are the odds telling us here?
This game it opened up at 4. It's 4 all across the board right now. Not much movement yet. This is a typical game that if you could find a 3 at game time, no matter how you feel about each side, you're going to grab the 3 with the Eagles because the line's moving in the down direction. So if you're going to get a road team that is heavily favored to get them down to 3 and you can get a flat 3, remember, when you're betting sharp numbers, you're not just looking at the actual line, you're also looking at the juice that's given with that line. So if you could find a 3 minus 105 or 3 even, that is a huge advantage over a sample size of thousands of games. To the actual breakdown of the game, the Rams may be getting Cooper Kupp back this week. I know they had to take him off the PUP because otherwise he would be on there for another 6 games. Not really sure the injury to Kyron Williams, who's been a stud after they traded Akers. They do have talent on defense. They're a very scrappy bunch, and the Eagles, they have some explaining to do. Can they actually sustain playing the way that they do for an entire game without throwing the ball deep? They won because they got the ball to A.J. Brown, but it seems like if they don't get the ball to A.J. Brown, Devonta Smith's not definitely a safety blanket like he was last year so far this year. So I do like the Eagles right now if you can get them at 3, which you can't. So I'll be monitoring this game. If I could find 3s throughout the week, that's an easy play on the Eagles with the injury concerns for the Rams. So that's where I stand on this one.
Yep. Okay. Well, to me, leaning Rams early. Of course, as the week goes on, we'll hear more about who's playing, who's not playing. That certainly will affect my handicapping of this matchup. But to me, the Eagles, a good team, obviously one of the last 2 undefeated teams, but don't look unbeatable at this point. Mm-hmm. I think if there's a player in the league that can stop that 4th and short play, it is Aaron Donald. So it'll be interesting to see what he has to say about it. And I'm sure he'll get a chance. He'll get a couple rips at it and see if he's the guy that comes up with the way to stop it. But anyways, Costi, thanks for helping us out here with this one. Of course, if you're interested in sharp trading plays where you're betting the numbers, not necessarily on a team, then of course check out sharp trading plays exclusively here at Pickdawgz. It's a new product. I'm super excited about it because we are the first ones to offer it, which means we're going to have a lot of imitators along the way, but just like everything else, no one does it quite like we do. Anyways, this is Mitch. Thanks for joining us, and we will see you guys in our other early look videos for this week.